What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be going over the top 10 cards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM that you can buy for less than 10,000 MT. So funnily enough, like this year we haven't seen a lot of the great budget guys. I'm telling you this right now, we have not seen a lot of great ones. And there are certain players that are going to be on this list. For example, my point guard especially, that like there's a day one card on this list. There's literally a day one card on this list. But it is just kind of crazy. We've really struggled with those budget cards. Mainly because we've all kind of figured out new ways of playing the game. Like this time last year we were really excited. Like this week last year we actually got a great batch, which was like the lights out set. And if we can get something like that, this might all change on Friday. But as of right now, I really think that there's a massive gap, say, between a 10k player and a player that costs, say, 50k. Whereas last year, most of the year wasn't that much of a difference. So anyway, we're going to go over these players right now. So we're going to do 2 per position, because there's no point going over for more than that. And also, if you can play that position, so like I have a small forward in as a 2 guard. If you can play more than one position, that is perfectly fine. You're going to be just into one of them. It's just basically to make a 10-man rotation. All the players being under 10k MT. Point guards, just like every single one of these lists, we've got Doc Rivers. We've got Doc Rivers. And then backup point guard for under 10k. I'm telling you, if you want to go defense, get Mo Cheeks. But the reason is that you can't really just go all defense. You sometimes need offense. So Dame Lillard, day one Dame, is in my squad for the best players under 10k, or my top 10 players under 10k. The big reason, the 40 gold badges, or 40 silver badges, sorry. He's got a few upgradable ones, can't get clamps, but he's got silver range. He dunks the ball quite well. He's got a great behind the back. He's relatively fast, and offensively he can still more than hold his own. He is still a really, really solid offensive player. Does not play the slightest bit of defense though. Does not play the slightest bit of defense. Then we got Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is just by far the most superior point guard under. There was a stage where you could argue he's probably number 2 or 3 point guard under 50k, but then they came out with Rubio, they came out with Richie Guerin. So, kind of out of that conversation. But, man, Doc Rivers, 6'4", so decent height. Pretty good 3-ball of 80 with a really nice release. Can't really dunk the ball. Got a good ball handle. 82 perimeter defense is decent. Good speed and great lob ratings of 88. One of the big things is bronze clamps. Go quick for step allows him to get to the basket well as well. He's got giant slayer downhill. So he runs the floor really well. And one of the big things is he has the Pro 3 behind the back. And if you guys don't know, the Pro 3 behind the back, literally, it's not necessarily that it can glitch you by people, but if you do the Pro 3 behind the back, you can get instantly into sprint speed off that one dribble move. So it's not as important as it was last year, but it's still very, very effective. And another big thing with this card is bronze clamps. Like, there's like diminishing returns when it comes to clamps. So like, no clamps, you are literally worse at perimeter defense than if you threw me into the NBA. Like, most players without clamps, like I could do a better job one-on-one guarding an NBA player than a card with no clamps can. The only way you can really guard them is if you're good at the game, you can get away with no clamps, because you can start pulling your players back, you can get your matchups right, you can kind of try to out-predict your opponent and get away with it having clamps. But like, if you're playing against someone half decent, like imagine trying to get Steph Curry without clamps. Literally, you try to overcut him so that the clamps badge, no clamps doesn't trigger a blow by. Steph Curry pull back 3 every single time. So, the badge is so important, but it's like diminishing returns. So say you're on like a 0, with no clamps, you go way up with bronze clamps, and then a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Like, it is genuinely diminishing returns. So I think that Doc Rivers is unbelievable to run as a cheap point guard. No range extender, that's his only problem. But like, still, he's got a couple of hot zones, isn't he? 1 hot zone only. Not as good as I thought, to be honest. Then we are going to the 2 guards. So the guys are going to 2 guards. You got the offensive Eric Gordon, and I'm going to put in the defensive minded Bruce Bowen. The best of these cards is Bowen. I'll explain a little bit why. Actually, Bowen go in as the best. Eric Gordon is one of the better offensive 2 guys in the game. Actually, scrap that. He is one of the best offensive 2 guards in this game. Eric Gordon has got gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist. He's got gold quick for his step. He's got silver range extender, silver hot zone hunter. As well as that, he's got 3 hot zones outside the 3-point line. A fantastic release. And also, he's got 92 speed and 92 acceleration, 85 speed of ball. He can't play the slightest bit of defense, but he is so good on offense. Just like a Dame Lillard, he's so good on offense that he has to be on this list. Eric Gordon is the best scoring budget player in this game, and it's not even close. He is like, if you're comparing him even to like a Peja Stojakovic from yesterday, he's way better. Like, he is in the top 4 or 5 cards in this game. 2 guards without clamps. Like, give me him over Houston right now, because he has that quick first step and he can blow up. Like, give me him over Houston. Give me him over Mitch Richmond. I think Maravich is just way better without clamps. And there probably is a few players I can't think off the top of my head, but he is up there with the best of them. But, man, Bowen's different. Hot zones are so important in this game, and Bruce Bowen has got 4. He has 4 hot zones outside the 3. And he's a wing player. He's a 3/2. The one spot he's not hot is somewhere where he's never going to spot up, which is crazy. As well as that, badges-wise, he's got gold catch and shoot, which is going to make it feel like he's got... I'm not going to necessarily say it's going to feel like he has silver range. It's going to feel somewhere between bronze and silver. He's got corner specialist as well. The dude's not going to miss from a hot zone, corner specialist off catch and shoot with his rating. Gold clamps, gold intimidator, gold hot zone hunter, silver clutch shooter, steady shooter. He's an off-ball pest clamp, so he's a great defensive card. Has a duo with Robert Horry, which that could be kind of interesting. I actually want to see what this duo does. I'm pretty sure I have Robert Horry, don't I? The duo makes him a 90 overall. His 3-ball goes to 94th duo. Man, dude's not missing. And he has 99 perimeter defense, the duo. What does it do to Ori? Ori's a 94 3. Can't shoot from the corners, which is a big problem, though. Yeah, Ori's not great. So, let me just replace him with anyone. But Bruce Bowen, stats-wise, has got an 88 3-ball. Like, he just doesn't miss. He's got a good release. He's got base 40, which is the same release as Diao, same release as Rip Hamilton, same release as Detlef Schrempf. So it's a really nice release. Layup's not good. Dunk's not good. But, like, he's 96 perimeter defense. 96 lateral quickness. That is nuts. 96 perimeter, 96 lateral quickness. On a 3K MT 2-guard. He's the best budget card in the game right now. He is the best. Now at the small forward position, we've got a card that's more hyped, but just not as good as Bruce Bowen. We have got Andrew Wiggins, wherever Wiggins is. There we go. There's Wiggins. And then as our second best under 10k. I'm sorry. This card's like 3k MT. I'm sorry. Trevor Ariza. I've been using him on Nobody Spent Squad. Trevor Ariza's quality. He is actually quality. Ariza's got gold catch and shoot, which is probably a big reason why the dude doesn't miss. He's an unbelievable release. He's got silver green machine, bronze clamps, which again, bronze clamps is perfectly fine if you've got enough length. 6'8", 84 3-ball, 80 driving dunk, not a great ball handle, good enough perimeter defense, speed feels faster than that. I'm going to say that right now, it feels faster, and 84 lateral quickness is good. Is he this spectacular card? Not really. He's got 4 hot zones outside of 3, so that's again why he shoots so much better than he should. He's not spectacular. He is not spectacular, but if you need a 1000 MT card, like if you go out with Doc Rivers, who's like 3k, Eric Gordon, who's like 3k, Bruce Bowen, who's like 2k, and Trevor Ariza, who's like 1k, you've got the guts of a starting 5 for 9k that can compete. You could compete with Doc, Gordon, Bowen, and Ariza at the 1, 2, 3, 4. You 100% could compete with that. And then we've got Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins is so good. Wiggins is so good. I wonder what my 3-point percentage is. It's 50. It's not too bad. I was just playing TTO on my stream yesterday. But he has only got bronze clamps. His badges aren't great. But he's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. He's got a great driving layup, a fantastic driving dunk of 95. He's got a great mid-range and 3-pointer. Or say he's got a solid mid-range and 3-pointer. Unfortunately, it's going to feel a little bit bad because he only has 1 hot zone. But his release is quality. Like, the one thing is the hot zones, it feels like it makes a big difference on the amount of whites you hit. But if you can green consistently, it doesn't really matter about hot zones. And one of the great things is he's got base 22. And if you guys don't know what base 22 is Darren Williams release. Base 22 is Byron Scott release. So there's a whole bunch of those type of cards. And also, I forgot to mention it, I'm not going to be talking about Byron Scott and Steven Jackson in this video because you need to put 100k worth of badges onto the cards for them to become useful. They're hopeless without badges. But Wiggins, I don't even know what it is. He's got unbelievable speed, super ball acceleration, 85 lateral quickness. He's got super length with 7-foot wingspan. He just plays better than his stats suggest. He just plays way better than his stats would suggest. So, for me, Wiggins definitely belongs in the, as arguably the best small forward. Probably the best small forward outside or under 10,000 MT. So Wiggins, a really, really good player. Then at the power forward position, there's a lot. The power forward position is probably one of the weakest positions under 10k. So I'm going to put in a guy that I haven't badged up, but he's still good not badged up. It's Boris Diaw. Diaw is very much like on the border of 10k. You're either buying, like, I think he was 11k when I checked. Or sorry, no, he's 10,800. So he's like the most expensive player on this list. He's right there on the border. But the backup power forward is, he's good. I'm sorry, Scalabrini's good. But Diaw is just way better. So Diaw actually is the same release as Bruce Bowen. So you've got 2 base 40 players in the squad. But Brian Scalabrine, he's got 9 goals, corner specialist, catch and shoot, hot zone hunter. Dude's not going to miss a jump shot. He's got bronze clamps as well. Hot zones 4 to 5 spots outside of 3. Like, Brian Scalabrine is not going to miss if you leave him wide open. He is absolutely quality for that specific thing. He's not a guy that is going to really just let the team down. His stats aren't great, but 86.3, you can get away with it. I don't understand, like 92 passing IQ, I don't know why the hell they gave him that. He's got not great perimeter defense, not great speed, but 76 lateral quickness. 76 lateral quickness and bronze clamps is enough that he can guard a lot of people in this game. He's not going to be locked down by any means, but he'll be a moderately usable defender. And for someone that can shoot the ball, if you're on an extreme budget, Brian Scalabrine is perfect to have. Then we got Boris Diaw. Boris Diaw. This guy's stats are ridiculous. Like 83 3 ball. He's got not a decent driving dunk of 75. His tendencies are really low. Like, I've never seen a player with 40 driving and standing dunk tendency, but he still dunks. Not a great ball handle, great passing stats, well, which are deserved because it's Diaw. He's got not great speed, super ball acceleration, 76 lateral quickness, good rebounding. His speed feels way faster. I'm going to say that right now. But one weird thing about Diaw, like, I personally have him with gold quick first step, gold range extender, so it's like, and gold heart crusher, so obviously my Diaw's juiced up. But even without those badges, still comes with silver clamps. Still has base 40, is really good release. Still has silver hot zone hunter. Still has got 2 hot zones in the corners, which are massive. And one major thing about him on offense, Pro 3 behind the back. Even though he can't speed boost, with quick first step and the Pro 3 behind the back, he can rim run. He is my starting power forward on my main team right now. He is in the 2K equivalent of the Hamptons 5 lineup with Stockton, D. Will, Klay Thompson, Boris Diaw, and Draymond Green. So he is one of my favorite players in this game. So now we're onto the center position, and this is a 1A, 1B scenario. But I much prefer this guy over the other. Andrea Bargnani and Rafe LaFrance. These two guys, man, they are a game changer. If you're a budget player, this center combo of Bargnani and LaFrance is a must. This center combo is as good for budget players as 2K20's Kristaps, or 2K, not 2K20 because no one a quick draw, 2K19's Kristaps Porzingis at the 4 and Cat at the 5 when they were both rubies and they were like 2,000 coins. Like, that combo was what everyone ran on budget squads in 2K19, and this year it's going to be LaFrance and Bargnani. So LaFrance, arguably the best catch and shoot release in the game. He's got base 28, which is Michael Cooper's release, 4 hot zones outside the 3. LaFrance doesn't miss from the corners. Like, he just doesn't miss from the corners. Gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, gold drop stepper, gold moving truck, gold flex release, gold green machine, gold brick wall, gold silver back end pusher, silver hot zone hunter. As far as just shooting centers go, you can't get much better than this. Post game, like who goes into post really unless they're drop stepping with a Ralph Sampson? 89 3 ball, 84 mid range. He's got 79 block, 82 interior defense, which is decent. Speed's a little bit lacking, but 59's not unusably slow at this stage in the game. It's slow, but it's not much slower than Duncan. He's got 41 lateral quickness though, which is not great, and no clamps. So, as far as if there was any center in the game I would want to shoot a wide open corner 3 with, it would be LaFrance. But no range extender. Like even bronze range is huge on a center, but he's just that little bit slow. However, Bargnani, man. Andrea Bargnani. 7 foot tall. Comes with 15 golds and 12 silvers. Gold catch and shoot. He's got gold green machine. Gold brick wall. Silver drop stepper. Silver back down puncher. Silver deep hooks. Bronze difficult shots. Bronze flexible release, which is actually massive. Like, you don't understand. Flexible release is huge if you are mistiming shots. And bronze range. Bronze range means that he can shoot off the catch from the wings. Because 99.9% of the time, someone that catches it from the wings is not going to be in a range that they can shoot from. But bronze range with gold catch and shoot means he will hit that shot. I'm pretty sure he's got, yeah. Only 3 hot zones compared to the 4 from LaFrance. But Bargnani's release is still really good. He's got Amari Stoudemire release. I wouldn't say it's great for a point guard or a guard, but it's great in terms of just off the catch from a big man in the corners. He's got a good post game, but again, who's going to really use the post game? He's 7 foot tall with quite a long wingspan as well. 87 3 ball's great. Good standing dunk. He's got really good rebounding. Like, why does Andrea Bargnani, like, he's at an 85 block. His 85 block feels like 99. Why does Andrea Bargnani have such good rebounding stats? I'm sorry, why does he have 83 and 87 in rebounding? He was one of the worst rebounding bigs I've ever seen play basketball. Like, he made New Jersey Nets, or Brooklyn Nets, just Nets. Brook Lopez looked like a good rebounder. 66 speed, 64 acceleration. That is really pretty nice for a center. That's like the same as Duncan. And 52 lateral quickness. So, honestly, he's just a beastly card to be run at the center position. He's one of the best centers in this game, period. Like, he's in the top 5 centers in 2K21. Not gonna lie, he is in that top 5. And as far as spot up shooting centers go, you can't get much better. Like, you can argue he's better than Mikan. I don't think you can really argue that he's better than, say, heck, you can literally argue he's better than he's the best center in this game. I'm not going to say he is. I'm not going to go that far, but you could make that argument. That for certain playstyles, Bargnani's the best center in this game. Primary center position anyway. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. So these are the top 10 players under 10k MT in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.